Welcome to Inspiring You. If we haven't met, I'm Henry. So this is the energy forecast for August. So let's take a moment though. Welcome in August. Hello, August. So nice to be here with you. And also let's acknowledge y'all. July. Oh my goodness, July. So for me, July felt like it was about 10 years in 1 month. I remember at a certain point in the beginning of July, I was like, wow, it feels like I've just lived, like, over a year in, like, a couple days, and, so when they talk about things like speeding up, yes, and then also things going slow, yes, and then in this last week, I mean, game on in this humaning activity, have you noticed any shifts in your energy lately? Whoo! The past week from July 26th to the morning of August 2nd has been especially vibrant with heightened solar activity illuminating our skies. I mean, y'all, if you go do a deep dive into some of the research, it is remarkable to look at the charts and just to see what's going on. So we've witnessed a remarkable of like 29 M and X class solar flares during this time. And so it's really then embracing this powerful influx of cosmic energy as, yes, an opportunity for growth, transformation, allowing its rhythms to inspire and elevate your own journey. But with that, also, y'all, I mean, the last couple of days, it was so intense in my experience as a human. It was like, wow, thank goodness I have tools. I'm so grateful that I have energy tools and I also understand what's happening, but it was really challenging. It was definitely challenging when those solar flares are coming in that strong. I It brings in a level of tiredness for me where, yes, calling to rest, but it's a really uncomfortable tiredness. And I had to do multiple energy sessions for myself to support myself moving through it with as much grace as I can. But that being said, it was challenging. And there was a couple moments where I was 100% on that struggle bus. And, with the timing though of the Olympics definitely helped me in regard to my mindset and hearing some of these inspiring stories about how people unlock their gold and unlock the gold, really their potential within them, not per se about a medal per se, but really just their own experience of, strength and fortitude and resilience where they've had to, overcome obstacles or find new ways of doing things, and just the journey, really being inspired by the journey. And so that really helped me out a lot. And then, using meditation and any energy work tools, I layer modalities, and I find it really supports my human, but it was definitely, whoo. I remember thinking yesterday at one point, I was like, whew, I'm gonna be so grateful when this shifts, but wow, this is definitely challenging right now. And then in terms of going in to do, private sessions with people, I would do a 30-minute energy session for myself beforehand. So then I would flow right into the session already in that kind of elevated space. But then, a couple hours after the session, you feel the drop back down in terms of this reality of, what is being called to be cleared in the collective and so many other things going on. But what's also interesting about the solar flares and all this cosmic energy activity, NASA has confirmed a new energy belt. Hello, NASA. Welcome. Welcome to catching up to where we are. So it was really exciting to see this brief post from NASA this week. It provided, and by the way, I'm an equal opportunist for all. I think it's so exciting that we are here to learn, grow, and evolve. And so I definitely, read what's happening with NASA and, other science sites. And I think it's just so exciting us being here in this human experience. But with NASA this week, it provided a brief post that it provided a new backup for, which this connects the post that they connected to connects to the information that was starting to be shared in the info back in June, in regard to Mother Earth, the mother plasma, and also the newly high charge source particles in Earth's fields since the geostorm happened in May. So, NASA announced new radiation belts around the planet since the May geostorm, bands of highly charged particles that might be around for years. And, it's really exciting to watch the science align with cosmic insights and experiences we've been sensing in the field. We might be observing the creation of new fields, the emergence of standing gates, and of the gathering of energy and particles within, the crystalline fields or the Christ fields, whatever it is, language you're using to it, that we've been discussing in the last couple months. And it's just really exciting to kind of understand that, there's a new emergence on also coming together in terms of the unity consciousness on the information. That being said, though, I was saying years ago in regard to the cosmic energies coming in, and I would say it to some of my, some other practitioners, that I can feel when, before they even announce the solar flares and other cosmic energies coming in, I can feel it. I'm so highly sensitive. I'm such a highly sensitive person. I'm an intuitive empath. I can feel frequencies. I'm an energy alchemist. I can feel frequencies. And when it's coming in a certain way, it's like, NASA is calling it, new radiation belts around the planet. Y'all, I can it's like I can feel at times when those solar flares are coming in, like the radiation belts that they're talking about. And then once there's enough, for how I perceive it at this time, I'm open for more information. Um, Once there's a big enough clearing that's done in regard to the collective as well as the ancestral energy field, the individual energy field, I definitely then, the light coming in, there's a huge shift that happens. And so this morning, y'all, I woke up and I had such a shift from how I felt the previous 2 days. Like, I was like, oh my God, it feels so good to be like bathing in the light and having that real extreme exhaustion, fatigue being cleared. And I just feel clear headed. It feels amazing. I'm so grateful. So with that, I do also want to share something from the NASA's post that they wrote. Remember the big solar storm in May? Scientists have just discovered that in addition to creating auroras, the storm may have also created a new temporary ring of charged high energy particles encircling the Earth. Earth is typically surrounded by two of these giant donut shaped rings of particles called Van Allen belts. But during especially large solar storms, a temporary third belt can form sandwiched between these two permanent ones. The new belt, which was discovered by NASA's Colorado Inner Radiation Belt Experiment, or it's called CIRBE or CubeSat, could last months to years. Scientists are studying the data to better understand the belt and how long it might stick around. So, very exciting in terms of us moving and progressing. And I feel like it's a part of like unity consciousness. Also within this, we also had the Lionsgate beneficial portal opened. And some say it officially opened July 26th. Y'all, I felt it weeks earlier. But then this beneficial portal continues to be active and its energies peak August 8th going through August 12th. And the period between this dates is really considered a powerful window of spiritual growth, manifestation, alignment with cosmic energies. But y'all, so combined with the solar flares from the week of July 26th to, it's even going through today, August 2nd, and Lionsgate, I was like, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. And I was going to do this energy forecast yesterday and record it, and the guides actually said, wait, do it tomorrow. And I understand what they mean now, because I had such a huge shift throughout the night that when I woke up, I was like, oh my God, I'm in a whole nother experience and it feels so amazing. And so So it's a different experience than not only for me recording it, but also possibly in the way that, in terms of, this being, I'm sending, asking that Reiki is sent for the highest good if you wish to receive, but also how you're receiving it possibly as well for your highest good. Because remember, you call to you what you want. So I understood then why the guides said to wait to do it, because I was all set to do it, and I was gonna get myself in that recording seat, and off I go. But the guides were like, nope, wait. So here I am, and I'm so grateful that I did, because I just feel fantastic. All right, let us dive into the energy forecasts for the month. There are several themes. So one of the first themes for August, which also goes into how I'm feeling today. One of the themes is elevate your journey. Elevate your journey. So yesterday, in going, feeling that tiredness from the solar flares and the other cosmic activity, I definitely wasn't in the where I am now. I'm now feeling like I'm in the elevated journey part. So this is just a perfect theme, and of course, it came in, weeks ago, and now I just find such joy in talking about it because of this experience I just had in the last week. So, elevate your journey. This month is all about making improvements, stepping up, enhancing your ability to receive, and elevating the quality of your life. It is time to fill your experiences with more joy, satisfaction, and that, beneficial aspect of light positivity. And when I say that, I really am meaning the higher vibrational energy experiences and that kind of light feel when you're in that inspiration and that light positivity. So as you are in this experience of evolving, growing, and learning, with that, then letting yourself strive for betterment. Yes, expect the debris and sometimes murkiness of a live of a low vibration situation that maybe you've been tolerating to come to light for examination and possibly maybe being called to clear. Let yourself be open for that. That it is time for any situations that you have completed or you brought in the wisdom to allow it to be complete. Download the wisdom. Allow yourself then to clear any non beneficial energies, any low vibration energies, frequencies, vibrations to be cleared. And then on that, also reflecting on these issues and taking time to dive into what's happening might also lead to such insight, also to some tough decisions that may impact your relationships, career, and community. And so, with that, remember, it's not right, wrong, good, or bad. There's an isness. And sometimes we are being called into a new chapter. And even though you understand you're in a calling, it doesn't mean that the human sometimes goes right into it. Because sometimes we have to unpack things to clear them, to be able to then put new things in the suitcase to shift to a new possibility. And that's the process of being multidimensional. And so the more that you embrace that process, the more that it's going to become easier for your human. And even when, this week I was in, even when I was on the struggle bus this past week, which by the way, it's Friday and it feels like 10 years ago that happened to me. And meanwhile, it was only yesterday and the day before. That's what I mean about time. Like it's just so fascinating how I'm having a new relationship with time. Um, so August is a month just brimming with like dynamic energy, but it also may present some psychological challenges that you are being called to look at and using your tools then to support you. So while you have opportunities for growth and advancement, you'll also need to turn inward to deeply explore the patterns, the situations, the attitudes that have held you back from improving your life's circumstances. So recently, I have a dear client of mine that I've worked with for years. And this client of mine recently had a huge, like, aha moment, like one of those, like, aha moments where my client realized that he had been in a kind of defeatist mindset. And this defeatist mindset was really holding him back from moving forward and progressing, which then what can happen is when you're in a defeatist mindset, the exact opposite that you truly want is then possibly blocked because why you might have then blocks around your heart chakra around your heart. You might have created a wall. You might have like you might have trapped emotions that have created a wall, and then in it you're caught in this repeating pattern of a defeatist mindset that in some ways it may have been protecting you, but in other ways it may be then preventing you from actually calling in what you truly desire, which is why we're here to learn, grow, and evolve. Learn, grow, and evolve. And if I'm repetitive on this, it is because we need to hear it again and again and again. That is what we're doing here in a multidimensional experience. Learning, growing, and evolving. And so with that, letting yourself use the tools. So August is just a month brimming with dynamic energy, but it, like I said, it may also present psychological challenges in terms of you looking at your mental bodies, your emotional bodies in regard to your physical body. While you have opportunities for growth and advancement, you'll also just really need to turn inward to deeply explore the patterns, situations, and attitudes that have held you back from improving your life's circumstances. And doing this in a space with mindfulness, loving kindness, and compassion and support. And then whatever modalities work for you. Because, y'all, there are just so many different aspects and ways. And just how I do it may not be your way, and that's completely okay. How you do it may not be my way, but you know what? There's room for all of us at this table. So, and we can share too what's working for you. That's amazing. I love that for you. What's working for you? I love that for you. Hey, this is what's working for me. Oh my God, you love that for me? Amazing. And that's the benefits of being here in this physical world, right? So also with all of this, learning and using and these tools, learning how to be mindful, stay grounded, aligned, staying neutral as much as possible around triggers that prompt deeper self investigation is incredibly beneficial. And I know it can be so challenging, especially when some of the emotions are just flooding you and coming through, and then your nervous system is becoming dysregulated. And that's why I always recommend to, just learning more about your nervous system, learning more about how your system functions. Because as soon as you start to feel dysregulated, like, okay, what's happening here? What's going on here? For instance, a couple weeks ago, I was in a coffee shop waiting in line, and there was a person in front of me, and the person started pacing back and forth. And I had to take 2 steps back because the amount of just anxiety energy that was coming from that person, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna stay neutral." And so in staying grounded and aligned, I had to just move back a bit to allow that person to have more space for whatever they were going through in their experience, and staying, grounded and aligned and neutral. And I also did a deeper self-investigation of like what's really happening here. And because I'm an intuitive empath, because I am highly sensitive person, I can feel energies. I can, and if I'm in a space with different people, I can feel many different things, but I have to learn to work with my system so that way I take care of myself within the system. So that's where you have using the tools. And also know that, if any kind of, energies or emotions or thoughts are coming up where it's self-criticism or judgment or shame and guilt, my friends, you want to learn to work with these aspects and process them. Okay, like what is really going on here? Are these survival emotions? Is this caught to something from present life, or is it from ancestral energy field? Is this something handed down from maternal paternal lineages? Is this handed down from the collective? Is this something from the patriarchy? Because you know, survival emotions, yes, in terms of being benefit at some point, but it could actually hinder your ability to take productive action. And we are really on a shifting process. And and so learning how to recognize where am I in the experience, what's really happening, and then embracing mindfulness and embracing that open, wise mindset, that growth mindset, curiosity, which is why I shared that story of me in the coffee shop, because as soon as I felt my nervous system start to dysregulate, I'm like, what's going on here? And then I tuned in, I got the information, and then I was able to back up a couple, back up a bit. And then I also, I ask, I work with Archangel Michael a lot. So I asked Archangel Michael to come in for the highest good, for his wings of protection. And then I also asked to I asked for three, they've taught me years ago to ask for three white light cylinders to be placed in front of me, so that way there is space between my immediate energy field, my inner energy field, and the space with others. And that really supports me. And then obviously asking to shift, to 5D or higher, um, is also very, very, very helpful. So I just had to use the tools that I've been taught again and again. But I had to have a realization of like what is happening here. And it also helped when you're in this like growth, wise, open mindset of curiosity. It helps you to look forward to these experiences in a different way, with optimism, rather than becoming trapped in obsessive overthinking about what you could have done better in the past. Because remember, it's important to make this process as enjoyable as you can. We are here to experience being in the physical world, and also finding humor in those, that didn't go well moments can really accelerate your progress by replacing what was I thinking judgments with laughter instead of shame. So many, many years ago, when I was in I don't know, maybe my later 20s, early 30s, I was working with an intuitive energy healer teacher that I worked with probably about 15 years. And, we really workshopped in how to work with the human in really, embracing humor and understanding that when I came to the point where I could laugh at like, oh yeah, that happened. I was really in the healing of it, and I was really in the shifting. And so it really was helpful for me to have her, really work with me on that in my human aspect. And so I encourage all of you to try to bring these things into your own life and however it looks for you. Also, don't let the task ahead feel overwhelming. Remind yourself that your intention, plan, and commitment are what truly matter. So, with all of this that we're here, all these cities, or, as right now, we are, if you're watching the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris. Like some of those incredible buildings and just aspects of the history of Paris, all that was not built in a day. And some of the changes that were made in Paris to outfit the Summer Olympics for 2024 didn't happen in a day. No one expects change to happen overnight. It is a gradual journey that requires a mature look at your blind spots and acknowledgement of areas for improvement. This will increase your ability to embrace new opportunities and ultimately leading to a higher quality of life. Because remember, we're here to learn, grow, and evolve. And if you're somebody who resonates with past lives, y'all, so if you've come and had multiple past lives, you're here to learn, grow, and evolve and experience different things. So embracing new opportunities ultimately leads to higher quality of life. Okay, next theme. Embracing transformation and embracing personal renewal. So as we journey into August, the theme of embracing transformation invites us to align with the flow of positive change and personal growth. While the global stage continues to present its share of challenges and unpredictability, this month offers a powerful opportunity to steer your life in a more fulfilling direction. While we will still witness plenty of chaos, back and forth movements, ups and downs, these fluctuating energies remain part of our daily reality. But remember, things are being cleared and things are being shifted. So begin to notice even the smallest shifts. So in the July energy update, I talked about and emphasized the importance of finding your center and staying grounded. So July, as I mentioned, July indeed was a whirlwind on the global stage and filled with its own roller coaster of events. And in July, we navigated this and through this whirlwind of events, emphasizing the need to stay centered and grounded amidst the chaos. And even with all of these cosmic energies coming in, in the latter part of the month, again, it was emphasizing the need to stay centered and grounded no matter what is happening. So, as we move into August, embracing transformation will manifest by bringing in this energy shift that is set to bring a wave of just momentum, a fresh wave of momentum into your personal life. So, if you have been feeling stagnant or faced obstacles, this month will offer new pathways and opportunities, allowing you to make meaningful progress and align more effortlessly with your goals and desires. So, this period of transformation provides a stark contrast to the broader global dynamics where systems may seem to be in disarray. Embrace this chance to foster clarity and momentum in your own journey, welcoming the ease and flow that comes with aligning more closely with your true path in terms of your divine design, your divine blueprint. So, with that, the next part of this one really is embracing personal renewal. So, as we navigate the complexities of the world around us, this month brings a transformative opportunity on a personal level. So, while global energies may remain turbulent, August invites us to experience a refreshing shift in key areas of our lives. This period offers the chance to turn things around and make meaningful progress in areas that matter most to us, whether they are personal goals, relationships, or essential needs. Many will feel a breath of fresh air in these aspects, making a new, invigorating experience. So, even the small successes or improvements in few areas can create ripple effects, positively influencing your overall vibrational state. As you align with this renewed energy, it can transform your approach to everything in your life, fostering a sense of harmony and forward momentum. Embracing this opportunity for personal renewal and allow it to inspire and elevate your journey. So he's going back to elevate your journey. Okay, so then with that, embracing transformation and personal renewal for flow. So, this theme of embracing transformation and embracing personal renewal will be central in that connection to the first one in terms of that transformation, right? So it's really about then allowing yourself to shift in this inspirational moment for positive beneficial change. August brings that refreshing energy that feels distinct from what we've experienced most of this year, especially since February. So, for many, this month will present a 50-50 chance. Friends, you're going to either harness the energy and insight needed to really make changes in terms of your life. You'll allow yourself to receive unexpected support or blessings from someone maybe who knows how it's going to come, that's going to help you guide you make necessary changes, whether it's on your own or from external assistance for the highest good. The energy flow will be palpable, offering new possibilities and a sense of ease. But again, this month presents a 50-50 chance. You're either going to harness the energy and insight to have these changes made to embrace transformation and to have personal renewal for flow, where things are going to shift and you'll let yourself receive unexpected support and blessings, or you're not going to take the opportunity. And again, all these choice points are your choice points. You have free will. You call to you what you want for your highest good. And it's not right, wrong, good, or bad. There's an isness. And in the business of the isness, don't you worry, friends, whether or not you're on this train to let yourself receive, at some point, if you don't make the train and you're still on the platform, there'll be another train because The universe is here to support us. And I just give you that information of the 50-50% chance because really to start encouraging you to want to get into the game of life, to get onto the field. Right now in the Patreon, the Inspiring You Patreon and the Meditate with Me level and the All Access levels, I have been doing the guides had guided to do a course called Unlock Your Gold, Elevate Your Performance. And because right now in the collective from the Olympics, there's just this incredible, inspiring energy. And so the guides are like, let yourself beneficially harness this. And also now I realize that because when we started, it's when some of the real, cosmic energies that were coming in, that all of a sudden I started feeling that woozy, like, well, I feel that woozy fatigue from major cosmic energy coming in. Now I realized also that the course was really to support staying steady, staying centered, because when you do this in a group gathering, it offers even more support in the field. Um, so again, my friends, this transformative energy is really inviting you to embrace the support and opportunities that arise, allowing yourself to experience the renewal and momentum you've been seeking. So, as you navigate these shifts, you may find that even the smallest adjustments can lead to significant, inspiring, amazing, incredible, beneficial, you know, changes in your life. And so many of you will find yourself like deeply immersed in this transformative energy and it will benefit you greatly. Moreover, as you experience this just incredible, light flow, this inspiring flow, this positive flow, it will beneficially impact also those around you. Because when we align with vibrant energy and embrace openness, and we are in that shifted space from 3D to 5D and really in that high vibrational, experience, we naturally radiate that light energy to others, creating a profound ripple effect of just light shining through, which is a very high vibrational light shining through of just this incredible light, positivity, and inspiration. And there's sometimes when I'm walking my dog and I've just done an energy session and I just feel the light flowing through me. I'll be walking down the street and there'll be people on the other side of the street who I don't know, who'll just look at me and just all of a sudden smile and wave. And I'm like, oh yeah, they're feeling it. They're feeling it. You're creating a ripple effect of just this incredible light just flowing through. And friends, remember, this is like infinite divine source light that is just flowing through. It is not your it's not your energy. It's divine light force energy that is just flowing through and you're in the space of allowing yourself to receive that flow, and that flow is just you're receiving it and then it's going out into the world. And it's just amazing. Like I had that experience last week a couple times where I, had done these incredible energy sessions and I went out and just people are waving at me, smiling at me. I don't know them, but like, I'm like, I love this. I love this. The light in me sees the light in you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it just brings so much. I can't tell you how much joy it brings me. One of the things I value is just being a cheerleader for humanity. And I love community in the sense when we can get together and just support one another and cheer each other on. And so, having people I don't know smiling and waving, and I'm smiling and waving back, the light in me sees the light in you, and vice versa. It just brings so much joy. And y'all, the heart openings that we've been talking about the last couple months, I feel it. The heart coherence that's happened, like I feel it on a whole nother level. And it just, you know, I'm just embracing the vulnerability even more in terms of how amazing it is to just feel and experience and be here. So, with this, my friends, you may really find yourself, deeply immersed in this transformative energy, and it will really, really greatly benefit you as well as the ripple effect as well. In terms of when you align with vibrant energy and embrace openness, we naturally radiate that light energy out to others, creating this incredible ripple effect of inspiration, positivity, just joy, hope, so much love, so much, my friends. So, with that, the next theme is embracing newfound wisdom. So, August brings the theme of embracing newfound wisdom. It is a time for stepping into a deeper understanding of your next level of growth. So, this isn't about manifesting or wishing for change. It is about recognizing and assessing and act, and also letting yourself access the wisdom that you've already earned through your experiences, whether it's present life, previous lives, or even maybe there's imprinted lives, or in terms of maternal, paternal lineages. It is letting you access this wisdom that you've already earned through experiences. The wisdom comes from navigating challenges and hardships, not from wishful thinking. For instance, after a year of struggling in a relationship, you might gain profound clarity about how to move forward, whether it's through breakthrough insights or recognizing that it's time to let go. This moment of realization is a testament to the growth you've achieved. And so, one of the reasons why I also love the Olympics is all the inspiring stories. And I've been doing that in the Inspiring You Patreon. I've been trying to do a short summary during the Meditate with Me level for that class, where it's a summary of some of the inspiring stories and connecting it to mindfulness and and this embracing newfound wisdom, because it is so important not just to see, like, you see somebody with the medal and you're like, "Oh my god, that's amazing." Yes, that is amazing. But the thing is, they're in journey. There's so much richness and gold, like gold in their actually journey to get there. So let yourself unlock your inner gold, your profound gold that's already within you in terms of your newfound wisdom from these earned experiences that you've had. So this period is really calling for honoring the wisdom that emerges from your journey. So, with that, it's really about that moment of realization is the testament to the growth that you've achieved. Once you achieve this clarity, consider your next steps thoughtfully. Even with newfound insights, it's important to act with intention rather than reacting impulsively. Allow yourself time to reflect on your revelations and observe how they can align with your reality before making significant changes. So also in the Inspiring You Patreon, once a month we do in an intention setting, dream setting, goal setting workshop with a energy healing meditation to clear any kind of obstacles, and then also to support Reiki being sent to the intentions to manifest with ease, grace, harmony, abundance, prosperity, love, and mindfulness. And we do that once a month because it is about this. It is about taking time to reflect. What has the wisdom of this month been? And then where am I at in the experience? Okay. Is there anything coming up that needs to be cleared? All right. Is okay. Do what intentions did manifest? And am I still feeling those other intentions? Do I need to, okay, I need to write new intentions, because you are a dream maker. You are an empowered creator. So, as an empowered creator, it's about then taking time to see what you are wanting to create and taking time to dream, and also taking time in that intentional space rather than acting and reacting impulsively. So, allow yourself time to reflect on your revelations, observe how they align with your reality before making significant changes. Embracing newfound wisdom invites you to celebrate these moments of clarity and use them to guide your path forward with mindfulness and purpose. This month, embrace the wisdom that arises from your experiences and let it illuminate your journey to the next level. Okay, theme is the next theme is okay, this one, I don't normally speak about politics, y'all. I just don't. But I will say in the last week or so, the guides have asked me to step in and start talking about certain things. And I'm just going to say, no matter where you are in the experience, especially if you are in the US, however you're voting, I respect your choices and I respect that you have free will. I'm also asking that we respect if people are making different choices in terms of how they are voting, and us starting to plant the seeds to move forward in terms of unity consciousness, where we are inviting everyone at the table. They may have different ideas, thoughts, beliefs, but can we recognize that we have more in common than not? Just by living this human experience, we have way more in common than we think. We're all living in this earth, in Earth's body, going around, in this space of Earth. I mean, we have so much more in common. So bringing in the mindfulness of that and bringing in loving kindness and compassion, that we can have different beliefs, yet also still be able to be in harmony with one another. And so this next theme is awakening from fatigue to active engagement, navigating life in politics. And so I knew that this was going to be a theme coming in because I was activated earlier this week. And it was on Sunday. It was definitely like, oh, I was invited to a call on something and I was like, oh, I don't want to. I'll admit I felt a bit apathetic. um, and I had to really work through some of the trauma that I experienced back in 2016. And I didn't realize that there was some stagnant energy there. And these times come in to allow us to clear it. Also, we're in the Lion's Gate. The cosmic energies are just coming in to clear out the concrete, right? So that way the light can come in and we can have these shifts. And so I got on this call and it was just such an inspiring call to be a part of. And it just reminded me of all the elements that I love about humanity. Just the coming together, the inspiration, the wanting for the betterment of all. And it just was so incredibly healing to be on this call, and I just still feel it in my heart. And then I was on another call on Tuesday, and this time I decided to go live. It was a Zoom call, and I decided to go live because the guys were like, some people aren't going to be able to get on. So can you have your computer up? And this is exactly what they said. Can you have the computer up and put it on your phone on TikTok and go live? And I was like, oh, so uncomfortable. I'm like, I'm not sure I really want to put myself out there like that. And then my guys came in, specifically Jesus has been one of my guys since I was a child. He came in and he's like, he kind of sat with me and let's workshop this. And so we workshopped it, and I got on. I put my phone on TikTok and had it live, showing this Zoom call that I was on, and ended up having 22,000 people on that live with me on TikTok. And it was so incredibly inspiring, where people were just sharing, and it was it was so positive, and it was such a relief. Like, I did not realize how much I needed that. The hope I felt, the relief I felt, the y'all, I have like tissues. I have now brought tissues. I now have tissues because the amount I've been crying in the last week, it's like been on. So anyway, the just the hope I felt, it was just so amazing. And the possibilities, the infinite possibilities. Oh, so this theme, awakening from fatigue, which I was in, to active engagement, which clearly I'm in, navigating life and politics. And so August is really ushering in a transformative shift from fatigue to engagement, a shift that will resonate on both personal and global levels. While political discussions may often feel wearying at times, particularly in the wake of just, recent events in the US and worldwide, this month really promises a refreshing change. And I have to say, I've already been in it, and it just feels so good. It's so inspiring, and it just feels so good and relieving and hopeful and joyful. and just gathering in that to be together. It reminds me of, if anybody years ago, or if they've done recently, the Women's March. After the 2016 election, and then we came into that new year, and doing the Women's March. It was like one of the most inspirational experiences I've had in my life, where just gathering with all these people, and with such inspiration and hope, and just love and care and support, and marching in peace. It was so amazing to understand the possibility of, just humaning together and coming together. That's what it's really felt like, and I didn't realize how much I was really missing in that experience, and kind of a global community aspect of it. And so I know, though, so this month promises a refreshing change. Many have been feeling drained by the ongoing political and governmental turbulence, experiencing a sense of frustration, or even heartbreak, or feeling the imbalance. This fatigue is understandable. It's given the often low vibrational back and forth that seems to lead nowhere. However, August is really set to bring a shift in this dynamic. So for those, still feeling overwhelmed, it is really essential. Use your tools, take a step back, breathe, find your groundedness and alignment. And then, if you are feeling called to, only if you are feeling called to, because not everyone is being called to everything. Only if you're feeling called to. And obviously, y'all, I was called to it, but I was like, yeah, I don't really want to answer that. I'm not interested in answering that call. Decline. And then it rings again. Accept, decline, decline. And then my guide team had to come in and workshop with my higher soul came in, and my guide team came in, and I mean, it was like they're all sitting around me and workshopping with me, because I didn't even realize that I had some overwhelm and some apathy, and I had to take a step back and breathe, and re-regulate and clear some trauma. And then when I felt the shift, then I was able to move forward. So let yourself do what you need to do, and engage with, in terms of with it, though, if you feel called to, engaging with political matters in small manageable doses if necessary. Prioritizing your well-being, finding your center is key during this period of recovery, and where we're in terms of the shifting. And with that, like the guide said to me, you know like when I've been contemplating, how can I how what is the best way for me? Well, that first call I ended up being on Sunday, the internet was extremely unstable in some ways, and then the Zoom call we were on, it was glitching. It was going on and off, and that's when I was like, "Oh, I can use the energy tools to ask for the stabilization of the network for all of us being here." And so I started doing first I started with Reiki, and then I started doing a full, dosing energy quantum session, asking, whoever wishes to receive it, let them receive it for the highest good, but then also asking for the stabilization of the internet and of Zoom. And also YouTube, because it flowed over to YouTube, asking all of us to be there together for the highest good and stabilize it. And I, at some point, felt like the shift, like you can kind of feel like this peaceful shift where this real groundedness and alignment comes in, and you're like, okay, we're all stabilized. We can be here together. And then from there, I think it just flowed the rest of the time. There might be like a mini glitch that happened, but I was able again to, send Reiki, and then also, it then stabilized quickly. It wasn't like before. And so that's where using energy tools really also come in, where, oh, okay, there's probably a bigger reason why I was being called to show up. And yeah, I mean, you know, when my higher self soul is connecting, and I'm talking my higher self soul, that's one thing. But when my whole guide team comes in, when my whole guide team comes in, and usually at that time, Jesus usually leads the way of speaking about the importance. He kind of tells me there's like a bigger reason why to be on something, but it doesn't mean that I always want to answer the call. And I think that's something really important that we have to talk about in our human experience, where sometimes it's like, "Ugh, I got the I don't want tos too," and then I have to workshop it, like, "Okay, what's going on here? What's coming up?" And then you're on it and you realize, "Oh, this is so much bigger than I even realized," and you're in the awness of it, like, the awesomeness of the awe-inspiringness of, like, "God, this is so much bigger than me. This is just, like this is, like, literally universe, divine design stuff," where you feel the real humility of we are in this experience and it's so much bigger than all of us. And it's this real blessed feeling of just incredible divine coming through that you realize that you're meant to be somewhere. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, the tools that I've been cultivating all these years are being called into play. And I am being called in for that. So, with in terms of the politics and I know that, they're asking for certain things that they think that they need with, yes, certain aspects where the fundraising or, making certain calls. But the guides in working with me said, you can pave a new way, a new path in this that works for you. So just being on that call and doing like the energy work is my way of, supporting and helping, and also just recognizing that everyone has free will. Like if they wish to receive, let them receive it for the highest good. And showing up in that space to do use the tools that I've been cultivating all these years and doing it in a way that works for me, for my human as well. And for my highest good. And so for you, check in to see what is being called for you. Y'all, I just did not expect to be to be like crying during the August energy forecast, but I am just so in my heart now. In a way, I've always really lived in my heart just in being an intuitive empath and just a highly sensitive person, but it is a whole nother level of heart coherence going on. And it does feel really good and amazing. Okay, so also with this, conversely, for many, this month will spark a renewed sense of engagement and empowerment. So, this shift suggests that the energies around political and social issues will begin to open up, allowing us to participate more actively and constructively, which is what I just shared as an example. This sense of disempowerment and disenfranchisement. Let me just send Reiki to that. Okay. Will start to dissolve. Sometimes as I'm saying words, sometimes I can feel the energy with it. So then I just have to take a moment to use the tools. So we'll start to dissolve, paving the way for a more invigorated and participatory stance. Because remember, it's about eventually shifting to that unity consciousness. So, this emerging wave of engagement aligns with broader energetic changes on the planet. As we move through August, expect to see a rising trend towards constructive involvement and breaking open of previously locked down energies. This month marks the beginning of an upward curve toward a more dynamic and empowered collective experience. Like we're talking about the unity consciousness, August really is bringing in a pivotal shift from fatigue to active engagement, both personally and on the global stage. This period marks a time when collectively and governing systems are being called to come together to address longstanding issues. We're in a phase where significant changes are necessary because the old ways are just no longer sustainable. We witness power struggles, corruption, dramatic disruptions, but this is just the beginning of an evolving landscape. So if you find yourself worn out by the constant surprises and upheavals, it is important to allow yourself to use tools, rest, take time, recover. The message is clear. There are more unexpected developments ahead, so managing your energy and finding moments of respite will be crucial for you. Remember, your human needs to be taken care of. Take care of your human. So, as this is a marathon, people, this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. So remember that. So as we navigate through transformative time, you might discover a renewed sense of involvement with the world around you, whether that relates to political issues or your personal life. This shift doesn't demand grand gestures or frenetic activity. Rather, it is about moving from a state of withdrawal or disconnection to one of mindful engagement, which is what I was talking about for me, which is how I knew. I was like, oh, this is a theme. For some, stepping away from The overwhelming focus on global issues might also bring clarity and renewed energy to your immediate surroundings, your neighborhood, your relationships, your personal well being. So, as you recenter and focus on what's close to you, you may find a fresh perspective and reinvigorated approach to life. So, wherever you are on it, know that it's all okay and it's all happening for the highest good. So, in the realm of politics and beyond, the emerging energy is subtle but growing. It's a slow but steady movement towards positive change. Embrace this transition with openness, that heart openness. Recognizing the engagement can start with small steps and mindful observation. This month offers a chance to reconnect and re-engage with the world in a way that feels both empowering and manageable. Okay, the next theme is deepening connection and harmony in relationships. So August also brings a profound shift towards deepening connection and harmony in relationships. This month you'll experience a new level of appreciation and warmth in your interactions with others and yourself, whether with loved ones, new acquaintances, or even brief encounters. There is an emerging energy of love and deep connection that will touch your heart and elevate your relationships. So I already mentioned how, that even going out, I'm seeing a shift where people are saying hi to me. That was also part of how I knew, like, oh, this theme is really coming in too, because there's a huge shift going on. Um, so, as we grow and release outdated conditioning, we allow ourselves to soften and engage more fully from the heart. You guys have been seeing me in my whole next level of heart opening. The collective growth fosters an environment to where genuine harmonic connections flourish more than ever before. So while not everybody will embody the shift, many will seek to embrace it, leading to more meaningful and resonant relationships. So this newfound depth and connection might also highlight contrasts in your current relationships. You might find certain bonds blossoming while others feel less aligned. This doesn't necessarily mean ending these relationships, but rather reevaluating and adjusting how you engage with them. Highs in one area often illuminate where further growth is needed, allowing you to clear space for more harmonious connections. So embrace this opportunity to deepen your relationships and connect at a higher level. As you navigate these changes, honor the growth, transformation in your connections, and allow yourself to realign where necessary for more harmonious and fulfilling relational landscapes. So, with that, the next theme is accelerating awareness and unveiling truths. So, this one is highlights a significant shift in outer world this month. A pace of awakening to hidden realities is speeding up with ongoing revelations about, corruption, previously concealed information coming to light. As these truths emerge, more people become aware, and this awareness will ripple through the collective. This is even where I was talking earlier about NASA and how NASA now is acknowledging some of the things that we have been talking about the cosmic energies. So this is part of it also, because people need to understand also, if they're feeling tired, like, what could that tiredness be from? It could be from the solar flares coming in, and not just think like, oh, I wow, it's weird. It said I got a great night's sleep last night on my Aura Ring, but why am I feeling so fatigued? And it could be because of solar flares, because it makes you feel this certain level of tiredness sometimes. Um, so with this though, when we continue to witness the unmasking of corruption and practices that do not support the highest good, this exposure extends to the deliberate sowing of division and discord by certain factions. And so that's all being cleared. So when we continue to witness the unmasking of the corruption practice that no longer serve the highest good, this exposure extends to really allowing the clearing of the division and the discord by certain aspects. And so August, because again, in order for us to shift eventually to that unity consciousness, and when people are talking about 5D, things just need to be processed and healed, come to complete so we can shift. And remember, also, everyone has free will. So, depending on what they want in their experience, some people might be really, you know, feel great on a timeline and want to stay on that timeline. And that's completely okay, because that's their choice. Um, but with that, though, some things are shifting. So, August will bring further revelations and a heightened focus on these issues as the seeds of division are increasingly laid bare because that is what is being called to be cleared. They rise to the surface so that way we can realization on it so it can be cleared and released and allowing the healing to happen. So for many, observing these developments can be a path to healing. While some may choose to distance themselves from these revelations to protect their well-being, others will engage deeply and share these insights with compassion and understanding. The key is to approach this knowledge with love rather than fear, ensuring a balance and a mindful dissemination of it. So, as we navigate these accelerating waves of awareness, we are being called to be ambassadors of light and healing even more so. So, if you are somebody who feels you are a light worker, you are a way shower, it is time, ambassador of light and healing. It is time. I was called up. I was called up to the majors this week in a whole nother way. You think that you're in the majors, and then all of a sudden you're called up in a whole nother way. So see what the calling is for you. The unfolding events in August and beyond will continue to spotlight these themes, guiding us towards greater clarity and collective growth. Bringing in mindfulness and loving kindness and compassion as we move through this is so, so important, my friends, because as something is being spotlighted in terms of dense energy or shadow, and we're like, oh, that's what's going on. And we want to bring compassion to it because it was just an experience that was called in. It's not right, wrong, good or bad. There's an isness. And now it's being called to be processed, the wisdom to download so we can have eventually a shifting. Okay, the next theme. The next theme is embracing unity and collective love as a path forward. This invites us to shift our focus from division to nurturing power of community. So if you find yourself weary of the fragmentation and conflict in the world, look to the strength and support found in your own circles of connection, or you might be being called to new community, which is what I was called to in a whole nother way this week. So whether your community consists of family, friends, colleagues, or maybe a new community, or maybe you're coming together with strangers sharing a mission, whatever it is. This is where true power and healing can flourish. Community power emerges when we come together with intention, inspiring positive intention to support, to help one another, to serve, to uplift each other, to rise and help one another in the rising. We all rise together, the uprising with one another, uplifting each other. It is about embodying love through action, inspiring action, and creating collective impact that transcends division. Community love involves the softening of our hearts and deepening of connections, as previously we talked about. It's about appreciating and connecting with ourselves and those around us and allowing this energy to guide our interactions. When you're really having heart to heart connections and conversations with people, it feels completely different. It feels completely different. So I hope that you can have those and you're having more and more of those because it feels amazing. If global issues feel overwhelming, redirect your focus to the power and warmth of your immediate community. This is where you can find solace and purpose. By fostering unity and collective love, you contribute to a greater good and help counteract then the forces of division. So embrace this opportunity to leverage your unique ability to generate inspiring community energy for the highest good. Your role in bringing people together with compassion and inspiring action is vital. It's vital for everyone, but it also is really vital for light workers, way showers. It is time to step up your game. It is time to support bringing the people together with compassion, inspiring action, love, and kindness. In these times, the strength of community and the practice of collective love are powerful antidotes to division. So it is time, my friends, to be in leading with the heart, leading with love. It is time to lead with love and bringing all of us together in the energy of love. Okay, the next theme, awakening to the richness of multidimensional awareness. So this invites us to embrace a profound shift in our awareness. Cosmic energies and cosmic waves have been bathing Earth in new energy, sparking experiences of revelation, wonder, multidimensionality. This influx of cosmic inspiration will enhance your ability to perceive and appreciate the rich, intricate layers of reality. Cosmic energies are invigorating our world, sparking experiences of just this incredible, like I said, revelation, wonder, expanded consciousness, the expanded light consciousness. This new wave of insight will enable us to perceive reality with greater depth and vibrancy. So, as we explore these new dimensions, we move past simplistic binaries of right versus wrong, and in terms of, that aspect, and discover the expansive spectrum that lies in the in between. This broader perspective serves and supports a powerful antidote to, once again, division, revealing a more interconnected and harmonious reality. So, this period is likely to inspire creative breakthroughs, innovative expressions that redefine our understanding of the world. Expect a new form of artistic and spiritual explorations to emerge, reshaping our views and enhancing our experience of life. So for you, this theme may present opportunities for profound insights, renewed connections with wonder of existence. Embrace these moments, my friends, as they deepen your sense of unity and help dissolve outdated patterns of separation. May this month, my friends, be a time of just revelation, connection, profound awakening as we step into more unified and expansive reality. Embrace these themes with openness and curiosity, allowing them to guide you and inspire a path forward for your highest good. And with that, my friends, here is how the month may show up for you. Personally, this month is perfect for self reflection, curiosity about your own needs and growth. It is a time to examine yourself neutrally so your future choices become from a place of truth and inner wisdom, not negativity or impulsiveness. The theme has been present for some time, but August accentuates it, offering a genuine opportunity to manifest this higher level of functioning. With Mercury retrograde dominating much of the month, it is a great period for deep inner reflection. You have the chance to dive into what's truly important to you. While you might still encounter some lingering irritations, use the moments to question and bring forth creative solutions rather than seeking someone or something to blame. This month could lead to a heightened sense of, beneficial empowerment, power, prosperity, abundance, creativity in your life. Okay, how this month shows up for relationships. This month, relationships might face some challenges as irritation levels run high and habitual behaviors causing that irritation to come under scrutiny. It is essential to create some space for reflection and reevaluation for both yourself and others. Remember, don't take it personally if you can. If someone is setting boundaries or making changes they feel necessary, just remember to shift into loving kindness and compassion. If you are the one setting healthy boundaries and moving towards change, ensure it comes from a place of self support rather than as a reaction against others. Just remember that, my friends, and try to invite people into conversations to let them know from a space of the heart what's happening, not in a way that could possibly cause more harm for you and the other person. And so really shifting into the energy of love and kindness and compassion and mindfulness communication. Key aspects such as motivation, agreement, authenticity, and authenticity really about shifting into the heart and really being in that space of authenticity, and so you can connect to your higher self soul and the compatibility aspects of it. Really letting yourself shift into these key aspects. But with that, though, as you are shifting more into your greater authenticity of the truth of who you are, some things may come up in reflection, and that could be with motivation, agreement, compatibility may be questioned. And even where you are in your relationship to authenticity, like you might think you're being authentic, but you might actually be projecting some sort of a pattern, and you might not really be in your heart. So you want to just check in to see, like, am I really in my heart? Is this really, or am I projecting some sort of a um, non-beneficial pattern or something from the past that I'm caught in, that that is being called to be clear. So with that, let your curiosity guide you to move things forward if you feel stuck. Infusing newness and a sense of adventure into relationships that also feel a bit stale can also make a world of difference. Even small, inspired, creative experiences can elevate the connection and rejuvenate the relationship and the connection. Okay, the next one is health and physical body. So, how can you enhance your health this month? That's the core question, and the answer is unique to everyone. Posing this question and following through is essential. We've emphasized again and again self care for a while now, but this month goes beyond that. It's about elevating your awareness. It's about elevating your awareness, shifting your attitude, increasing your trust, and setting higher intentions for a better quality of life. It's time to raise the bar on your expectations and intentions regarding your health and well-being. You got to take care of the physical body, people. You got to take care of the physical body, the human. There's all bodies: emotional, mental, physical, subtle, energetic, cosmic, arithmic, cellular bodies. But you really, sometimes in this work, people want to bypass the human, and we're living in a human experience. So this is an excellent month to raise the bar on your expectations and your intentions regarding your health and well being. This is an excellent month to challenge yourself physically because physical achievements often reflect energetic upgrades. Start small, take small steps, baby steps. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Remember, you are unique. If you're watching the Olympics, people, avoid comparing yourself to people that are working out, 40, 50 hours a week, but be inspired by their commitment and their dedication. Be inspired by their commitment and dedication, and let yourself be in the flow of that collective energy, and start small, baby steps. Set your own standards, whether it's for diet, physical health, mental capacity, energy levels, or other aspects of your well-being, your emotional body, whatever else in terms of your well-being. Okay, business and partnerships, business partnerships and projects. If you've been tolerating low vibrational energies at work or within your business partnerships and projects, August brings the clarity needed to recognize where upgrades are essential. Change may not be instantaneous, but decisions made with genuine commitment to improvement will garner spiritual support if they align with your highest good. That's part of it that's key. If they align with your highest good, be on the lookout for new opportunities that elevate your current situation. This is a continuation of last month's theme of support. Ask yourself, what is supporting you? Where is that support leading you? So, this month promises abundant inspiration, but you may need to think creatively. Balance your personal reflection time with collaboration and idea sharing. Seek out new connections, innovative opportunities, and ensure that you're not just repeating old patterns, but truly leveling up. It's time to level up, my friends. Challenge yourself to really level up on what you expect from your efforts and your efforts and your energy. Okay, the next theme, we're almost done too, people. The next theme is environment. So environment, think improvement, upgrade, and then, up leveling again, raising the quality. Take a moment to observe your surroundings. What have you been tolerating? Given our theme this month, don't be startled if you've received clear signals, perhaps things breaking or falling apart, that highlight the need for upgrade, changes, or outright elimination in both your physical and emotional spaces. Every upgrade you make carries meaning. When you elevate standards in your life, it naturally extends to anything physical you interact with, as well as your living and working environments. So, tackling your environments demands time. So be prepared to carve out those precious moments. Begin with small changes, one upgrade at a time. Repair a crack, fix a drawer, focus on little things that have been nagging you the most. These minor improvements will yield the greatest satisfaction. And when it comes to the broader environment, including weather, prepare for heightened intensity, both expected and unexpected phenomenon. Flexibility in your plans is key. Embrace any change as an opportunity for something new rather than a setback. That's where you got to work with that mindset, people. All right, so dates and time frames. August 1st through the 7th. This month kicks off with a curious blend of irritation and hope. This month can either pull you towards judgment, blame, and despair, or push you into practical assertiveness, making it the perfect time to elevate your life's standards. Avoid falling into the trap of judgment and self criticism. Instead, be proactive by setting aside time for reflection and a much needed reset. With Mercury going retrograde on the 5th, you'll have a golden opportunity to dive deeper into your plans, enabling you to leverage potential upgrades to enhance your life's quality. If you catch yourself slipping into cynicism or negativity, try shifting your mindset to a humorous perspective. This quick switch can instantly elevate your vibration, creating a clear channel to work with also the new moon, which is arriving on the 4th. So, August 2nd, Venus is in Leo, square Uranus in Taurus, which is today. August 4th, the new moon in Leo arrives, and we will have more on that coming up. August 4th, Venus enters Virgo. August 5th, Mercury retrograde begins in Virgo. And then August 8th through the 16th, this period is a golden opportunity to align your plans with a newfound clarity and insights. As you assess what areas need upgrading, approach this process with a sense of neutrality. Once a plan begins to take shape, don't hesitate to ask for assistance. It is crucial to ensure that your mind and your heart are in harmony when making significant or lasting decisions. Support for change and enhancing your ability to manifest is abundant right now. Be mindful, my friends, of impulsiveness. Embrace the curiosity and questioning spirit that defines this month, as it will expand your understanding and what's truly possible. All right, August 8th, Lionsgate 88 beneficial portal. This is when it's really strong. We are in it though. We have been in it since July, but this is when it's like when it peaks. So there will be a meditation up for that as well. August 13th, Mars conjuncts Jupiter in Gemini. And then let's see, August 17th through the 24th, this period feels turbulent, marked by confusion and irritation. You could find yourself overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of tasks you believe needed completion or changes you think are necessary to elevate your life. Take comfort in knowing that the progress is made in baby steps, small steps, my friends. As details come into focus, they will become more manageable. I've heard Simone Biles talk about how when she is learning, new skills in terms of her gymnastics, sometimes it takes over a year for her to learn a new skill. Simone Biles, who, if you don't know, she is the goat of in women's gymnastics and is amazing, amazing. And her story is just so inspiring. But it takes her sometimes over a year to learn a new skill. So, with that, take baby steps, my friends. You remember you are learning, growing, and evolving. So, let yourself take comfort in taking baby steps. As details come into focus, they'll become more manageable. The energy, particularly near the full moon, may take on a quirky and eccentric edge, encouraging you to stay grounded and clear about your priorities. It's essential not to take things personally during this time, as everyone is navigating their own unique journey, which might not always align with yours, and that's completely okay, right? That's why we can have compassion and mindfulness. Work with both the mind and heart in tandem, anchoring in your own truth as a guiding force. So if you encounter tension or crisis, view these moments as opportunities rather than negative challenges. By shifting your perspective, you harness the energy for growth and positive change, for transformation, which is what we're in. August 19th is the full moon in Aquarius. And then with that, August 25th through the 31st, during this period, you'll find yourself embraced by energy and nurturing, confidence, emotional freedom, clarity, and good fortune. It's a time when everything seems to align perfectly, like the last pieces of a puzzle falling into place. Yes, please. Embrace creativity wholeheartedly and welcomes new experiences. Recognize upgrades not as repairs to something broken, but as exciting enhancements. Action to detail will be prominent, offering you the chance to refine and perfect aspects of your life for the highest good. Beauty will take center stage, influencing your environment and inspiring you to surround yourself with higher quality in all areas, whether it's, people, places, support, things that are, in terms of vibrational shifting in regard to these. You might also notice this in your loved ones as well. So with that, my friends, that is the energy forecast for August. And if you are in my Inspiring You Patreon for the all access level, we will be doing the energy forecast tomorrow, plus the energy forecast and the dowsing session for it which will support people for the month. If you are interested in doing that, you can head to the Inspiring You Patreon. The link will be in the show notes, and it's the all access level. And also, you have access to the entire library. And like I said, I'm doing this incredible course right now called Unlock Your Gold, Elevate Your Performance, where we are doing 2 classes a day. In the morning, we're doing a mindfulness Reiki energy healing meditation. And then afterwards, we were doing a Reiki and dowsing energy session, really getting into doing quantum healing. And it's just been amazing. We do 2 classes a day for that course, one for the Meditate with Me, one from the All Access. The All Access does have is able to do the Meditate with Me as well, but Meditate with Me is only Reiki and mindfulness and doesn't have access to the All Access, the dowsing. That's the differences between them. But if you are interested, head to the Inspiring You Patreon. Also, if you want to hear more updates, I'm much more active on the Inspiring You Patreon than I am any place else, because I feel like it is just this beautiful. I love all the communities that we're creating, but specifically on the Patreon, it's just this, this beautiful community that we have created, and we do live classes, there's replays, and it's just so inspiring. And it's one of my favorite things that I've been doing this year, and I did it last year, but this year I've really, I love it. So anyway, check it out if you wish to. And before we go, we always want to delink. So say this after me if it resonates with you. I asked to break the links with this talk. I asked to break the Reiki links, leaving only harmony and balance at either ends. I also asked to clear any residual energies being held in my body as a result of these links. I asked the light to fill all the void cells, refreshes, revitalizes, rejuvenates with for the highest good and gratitude. Much, much love. All right, my friends, may August be a time of revelation, connection, profound awakening as we step more into that unified and expansive reality. Embrace the themes, my friends, as I mentioned before, with openness, love, curiosity, allowing them to guide and inspire your path forward. With that, my friends, we are complete for now. Much, much, much love, my friends.